All the guests on the Tim Vine chat are plucked from the audience on the night of recording. The first time Tim meets them is when they walk up on stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Tim Vine Chat Show here in beautiful Birmingham. Now please welcome the man with some of the jokes, all of the questions, and none of the answers. It's Tim Vine! Hello, Birmingham! So I said to this bloke, I said, I've just been to a conference centre in Birmingham. He said, NEC? I said, no, it's not on the coast. Yes, welcome to the Tim Vine Chat Show, where you, the audience, provide all the entertainment, which can only mean one thing. What we need is a miracle. What we need is a miracle. And I believe in miracles, don't you?
Yes.
You look like someone who likes to laugh, doesn't he? So let's grab this one chance, and if this miracle comes true, it'll be a miracle. What a voice that woman's got! Give her a round of applause! What a night we've got ahead of us here in Birmingham for the chat show. It's so exciting. Remember, if you ever get attacked by a tiger, throw moisturiser at him. Yes, blocks the pores. So I got home, my horse was sitting in an armchair drinking a glass of wine. I said, what are you drinking? He said, it's a Chardonnay. Then I looked out the window and I saw my dad slumped over the lawnmower, crying his eyes out. I said to my mum, I said, what's up with him? She said, he's just going through a rough patch. I thought I'd like to get some exercise, so me and the horse went out for a ride, and it was absolutely exhausting. I said to him, I said, can I go on you for a bit? And we went past a nuclear power station. He flipped me up in the air because he's radioactive. Come on. Write that down. I said to this bloke, I said, I found out this morning that my DVD player is broken. He said, disc inserted? I said, yes, I was. And a bloke came up to me, he said, sorry. I said, that's really annoying. He said, I know, I can only apologise. And now I'm going to talk about Birmingham Shopping Centre. Boring! But ladies and gentlemen, I've written a very short play called Baby's Toys. So before we start, I'm going to rattle through that. I did a gig the other day. When I walked off stage, all I could hear was the sound of one person clapping. And then I remembered I was wearing flip-flops. Let's meet tonight's house band. They're called The Other Thing. Let's hear it for them. There they are, The Other Thing. I tell you what, there's something else. Now, as you know, there have to be catchphrases in the Tim Vine Chat Show. The first catchphrase is I say, what's been killed? And you say, the atmosphere. That's great. Some of you have just guessed that wildly. Let's just try that again. What's been killed? The atmosphere. Great. And the next one is I say to you, have you ever bought any flower seeds that when you put them in the ground didn't actually grow into anything?
I don't know.
Pardon?
They bloomed.
You don't know, but they bloomed. I may have asked the wrong person that question. Let me ask this person over here. Keep it simple, sir. You saw what just happened. Have you ever bought a packet of flower seeds that when you planted them didn't grow into anything?
Yes.
You bought a packet of flower seeds that when you planted them didn't grow into anything. I bought a packet of flower seeds that when I planted them didn't grow into anything. We've all bought a packet of flower seeds that when planted didn't grow into anything. The next catchphrase is I say, temper, temper, and you all say, we're all friends here. Let's just try that one. Temper, temper! We're all friends here! The next catchphrase is I say, I like what you're doing. Then we all go, but it's a bit too visual for radio. I like what you're doing, but it's a bit too visual for radio. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the first guest? Yes! You're ready for the first guest. I'm ready for the first guest. We're all ready for the first guest. What a thrill to have this person with us, ladies and gentlemen. He's a shop fitter. His name is Martin Ailey. Martin, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Tim.
Now, a shop fitter, I never quite know what that means. Are you looking for places that you can put shops?
Yes.
You are?
Yes.
What's a good place for a shop?
On a high street's quite popular these days.
Is it?
Not very popular in a field, but on a high street, yes.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're learning a lot already. But a shop fitter is someone who put... I mean, I've obviously got that wrong. It's not where you put the shop, then. It's what you put in the shop, is it?
It is what we put in it, what we make to go inside, yeah.
But is it the way that you display items? Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, Tim.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. But so, what sort of shops particularly? What do they sell?
Cosmetics, so it's premium brand cosmetics.
Right.
So like perfume, basically.
Makes sense. Now, you're from Melton Mowbray.
Yee. Anybody else in?
Yeah. I was going to say, I got a big cheer, but it was mainly you. I tell you what, you probably want to play a game, don't you?
I'd love to play a game, Tim, yeah.
Let's play a game together. And if you win this game, you get a prize. And the prize is you get to meet the only member of the royal family who can take off vertically. Prince Harrier. And the game is... Well, let me explain it like this. One of the great things that we all love to do on a date is shred documents that we don't need anymore. Let's play Shreddy Steady Go. Shreddy Steady Go! That's me doing that. OK, what I'm going to do now, this is something that I've recorded earlier on in the day. I did some shredding, and I recorded me shredding. And I want you to tell me how many sheets of paper are being shredded. And audience, you can get involved in this as well. Here we go. Listen very carefully. Let's hear the first shredding. What do you think, audience? What do you think? 5, 6, 7. Someone's saying 6. 3 over there. What do you reckon?
I think there's 5.
5 is wrong. It was 3. OK, let's move on and listen to shred number 2. You know what kind of show you're watching when shredding gets an ooh of excitement off the audience. So what do you think? What do you think, audience, for that? Martin, they're shouting all the same numbers as before.
I'm going to go for 9.
9? Oh, he's gone. And you think higher than that, sir? Well, actually, you're wrong. It was 2 A4 envelopes, which means it was 4, or I would have accepted 2 as well. 2 or 4, but essentially it was 4, wasn't it? Yes. OK, we go on. Let's hear the next shred, please. Oh, my goodness. What do you think?
Well, based on the last one, I'm going to go with 2 envelopes, 2 sheets of A4, 1 A5, and a postcard.
Unbelievably, that's right. Let's hear it for Martin Ailey! Martin Ailey! Let's sing a song to celebrate the first guest. Hit the music, please. Uplighters look great in a restaurant. Uplighters make restaurants look chic. The only trouble is you can't read the menu. So I've come up with a solution. Put the menus on the ceiling. So I saw Batman smoking an e-cigarette. It was the Vaped Crusader. Are you ready for the second guest? Yes! Me too. What an absolute thrill it is to have this woman. She's a director of a training company. It's Anne Pemberton! And what a lovely person you are. Already I like you.
Thank you.
Because you gave me such a warm greeting. And you're a director of a training company. What is it you're training, Anne? What sort of training?
Leadership and management and stuff like that. Yeah.
Right, but for in what leadership and management, in what business?
Anything, really. Anything. Engineering, construction.
I mean, it's a fascinating thing, isn't it? And but I mean, I suppose if it's to do with leadership, then you know what it takes to be a great leader.
Yeah.
What does it take to be a great leader? Tell us, Anne.
Lots of good training and a little bit of charisma, I think.
But okay, let's take for example, if I wanted to be a great leader of people, would you first of all need to know what sort of business I'm doing?
I'd be more interested in what sort of person you are, really, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I'm all right.
That's all right. Then that's fine. You'll be fine. You'll be absolutely fine.
It's quite a short course, isn't it?
It is quite a short course. It is quite good.
And you're from Wolverhampton?
I am from Wolverhampton.
Great.
In my posh voice, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, that's your posh voice,
That's
is it?
my
Right,
posh
okay.
voice,
But something happened to you, didn't it, in a
It
karaoke
did.
bar in Cyprus?
It did.
Tell us what that was.
So I went to karaoke bar with a bunch of Scousers who were
Right.
all singing lots of Beatles songs, and I felt the need to bring some, Wolverhampton to the karaoke bar.
Right.
So I signed up and pretended to be Noddy Holder's niece. Yeah.
You must have slayed them. And they all believed you?
It's been a long-running story for a while, so everybody's
You've only just started
that's
telling
fine.
it.
No, but it's been there for a while. So it was all fine, and then I handed in the slip to the karaoke bar owner,
Yes.
who then came over all very excited.
Did he?
Yeah, because he was married to or living with the sister of Dave Hill, who, for people that might know, was in Slade.
Oh, OK, so he was wondering why he hadn't met you before.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you ever meet Noddy Holder and say that you're his
No.
pretend niece?
But I did email him when he was on the radio too with Mark Radcliffe and asked permission to be his
just
niece.
beginning to sound like you were
Sorry.
stalking him. But, but you emailed him and said, I pretended to be your niece.
Yeah, and
Yes.
he did say it was okay, and he was quite happy.
Oh, so
with that.
you're continuing
I
with
am
it,
continuing
right.
with the whole story, yeah. I've got the accent, haven't I? So it's all right, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, you might as well carry on.
I might as well carry on, yeah.
Apply
Yeah,
for a
good.
passport. Go the whole hog. Do you want to play a game?
Yeah.
Here we go then. This game involves a prize. The prize is a pack of novelty socks. Ooh. The novelty being their gloves. I have a list of 6 names of people whose first name is Kim.
Okay.
I'm going to read 5 of them to you. You have to tell me who is the 6th name in the sequence. Let's play Who is the Next of Kim? When you know it, tell Tim. Who is the next of Kim? 1, Kim Kardashian. 2, Kim Wilde. 3, Kim Basinger. 4, Kim Murray. 5, Kim Carnes. Who is the next of Kim?
Kim Cattrall.
It's very, very good, but wrong. I'll give you a clue. He's from North Korea.
Kim Jong-un, whatever his name is, yeah.
Are you saying Kim Jong-un?
That's him, yeah, that's the one. Is it not him?
Oh, no, his dad, Kim Jong-il.
Sorry.
But it was very close. Let's hear it for Anne Pemberton! Now then, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time for a song, isn't it? This song is called Alarm Bells. Hit the music, please. When a man wears trousers, he's still a man. When a girl wears trousers, she's still a girl. When your dad wears lipstick, alarm bells, alarm bells, alarm bells. When a vicar smiles, he's being nice. When a vicar prays, he's being kind. When a vicar's head revolves, alarm bells, alarm bells, alarm bells. When a roller coaster's fast, it makes you feel high. When a roller coaster spins, the world whizzes by. When there's blood on the seats, alarm bells, alarm bells, alarm bells. When an airline pilot says fasten your seatbelts, that's all right. When he says there's a bit of turbulence, it's just part of the flight. When you overhear him say, what does that like mean? Alarm bells, alarm bells, alarm bells. In your life there are sights and smells, but listen out for those alarm bells. For example, I am now a quarter of the way through the show. Alarm bells, there they are! Are you ready for the next guest? Yes! He works for Fleet M Sales. Fleet M Sales. That's what... Fleet M... He'll explain what his job is when he gets here. Let's hear it for Roy Bainham Barney! You're not to be known as Barney. It says Barney here. Is that
that goes back some years because...
Yes.
One of my best friends said I look like Barney Rubble out of the Flintstones. I can't see how that is the case, though, Tim.
Well, we were in a quarry at the time. What... I went down a local quarry. I said, that's a big rock. He said, boulder. I said, no, that's a big rock. So, Barney, it says here, Fleet IT Sales. I may have read that wrong. Tell us what you do for a living.
Well, I'm a salesman, but I sell fleet management software, like computer software.
Right.
I learned to cut and paste a few weeks ago, so I'm pretty good now.
Right.
Or glue and stick.
But tell us what that actually entails. You go into work. What do you actually do when you get there? Tell us, Barney.
I'll go in the kitchen, make a cup of tea for all of us. That's the main thing, really.
So
and open it because we have special biscuits for people that come in. So I'll get some of those as well for us. So have a dunk.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I'll sit by my computer, put my computer on.
Yes. That's it, work the crowd. It says here you killed your budgie. I mean, obviously we're not in favour of that. What happened?
And I came home and it was really cold. And I went to the living room and my budgie was there.
Yes.
And she was on the bottom of the cage.
Yeah.
I thought, oh no, she must be really cold.
Yes.
So in those days we had these like fan heaters that you plug in and so blow hot air out.
Yes.
So I got it and I pointed it at the cage.
Yeah.
Hopefully to warm the budgie up. Got some brandy.
Yes.
Give it the budgie.
Wish I had some brandy.
He was dead.
Yes, he was dead. Mm-hmm. Right. But how had he died?
I assume from the fan heater.
Yeah, but you said you found him lying down, and then you... So he was already dead, and then you pointed the fan at him?
Well, sort of, but...
Well, hang on.
I thought he was sort of cold, so I put the fan heater on him.
But I think it could be, Barney. You're blaming yourself for something that's not your fault.
Do I need therapy?
Well, that's a separate thing. This is the way I read this. If I may just shorten the story slightly. You came and you looked at your budgie, and he was lying motionless in the cage. In other words, he was dead. Right. You then got the fan heater, and you fanned him, and he remained dead.
That's right, yeah.
So that's what's known as I didn't kill my budgie.
But I did kill my budgie, and also...
No, you're all right. Let's hear it for Barney! Barney! Now it's time for Clergy on Horseback. Clergy on Horseback. Oh, here he comes. Oh, who is it? Oh. Oh, it's the Archbishop of Cantor. Clergy on horseback. But of course, one of the great attractions in Birmingham is the Pen Museum. Have you ever been to the Pen Museum? No, have you not? Well, those of you who haven't, it's great. Do you want me to tell you about the place? Yeah! Hit the music, please. Here we go. Tell us about the place. Come on. Tell us about the place. 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 Why don't you tell us about the place? Well, I'd like to, but they threw me out of the Pen Museum because I kept taking my top off. They say invisible ink is making a comeback. I can't see it myself. Are you ready for the next guest? Yes! Please welcome to the stage, from the world of estate agency, Sam Anderson! It's Sam Anderson. Yeah. Sam, how lovely to see. Now, a estate agency does get a bit of bad press sometimes, doesn't it?
It does.
Yes, but why is that? I don't even know why they had that reaction.
Because some estate agents do lie.
Oh, do they?
They do. Not me, obviously.
Well, you say that. I actually sold my house on eBay.
Really?
Yeah, well, I don't advise you do that. Pretty much all the money I made went on postage. And I remember once I was trying to sell my house at an estate agency. You're like this one, Sam. And he said, "What colour's your house?" I said, "It's off-white." He said, "How far off-white?" I said, "Green." How do you sell a house, Sam? How's it done?
Well, it's all about the feeling, isn't it?
It's about the feeling.
It is.
Right, you get them to play along while you're talking, do you? So is it really? It's kind of almost something emotional, isn't it?
It is.
Yes.
It is. Yeah. You can't make somebody buy a house.
You can't make a house, can you?
Well, no.
You can make a house, Sam. That's kind of one of the first things an estate agent should know. It is possible to make houses. But supposing I come in and I say I'd like to buy a house, and I have to tell you how many bedrooms and tell you the size of it, or is the price the most important thing?
Price probably first.
Okay, right. And what can you get for what area do you sell in?
I sell in Solihull. Well, Shirley, just outside Solihull.
Solihull.
So we're quite posh.
The audience didn't agree with you. But, now look, tell us about this. You left a house once, didn't you, when you were trying to sell it? And tell us about what happened.
Well, we were just leaving and I was doing the last part of farewell.
Yes.
So obviously I'm looking at the client and I'm putting my shoes on, and as I stepped out I realised I'd got the client's slippers on.
You'd put the client's slippers on?
Well, I hadn't really been looking, so obviously the slippers were next to my shoes, so as I slipped my feet in, obviously not looking down because I was trying to,
He walked into... Well, he obviously hadn't spotted it either since he walked out of the house.
No.
So how
well,
was
obviously
that?
I stepped out on the porch and then realised.
You said, "Oh,
so
I've put on your slippers."
That was a bit embarrassing, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my word. Let's... Shall we play a game?
Yes.
Come on, Sam, let's play a game. This game is called Counting Sheep. Counting sheep. There's one. I'm going to play you the sound of some sheep that I have recorded earlier on in the field next to my house. I want you to tell me how many sheep are in the field. One for the audience as well. Play the sheep. Sounded like my audience. How many do you think, audience? Someone say 10? 12 there? 32? Right, how many do you think?
6.
6? Oh, you're so close, it was 5! Oh, 32 was miles off, sir. OK, let's try for the next one. Play the sheep. How many sheep in the field, Sam?
10.
10! 10 is wrong. It's 1. Some of these questions are slightly easier than you're expecting. It was 1, although there were 2 others there that were asleep, but they weren't in the same field. So there's only 1 in that field. 1 is the answer, so you haven't got it right so far. Let's please play the sheep.
1.
Wrong, it's a goat. And if you're listening and you're a lamb, please remember to always gamble responsibly. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Anderson can count sheep. I can count sheep. We all can count sheep. Let's hear it for Sam Anderson, estate agent. What a night it's been, ladies and gentlemen. We've been here in Birmingham. Have we had a good time? So I saw Arnold Schwarzenegger eating a chocolate egg. I said, I bet I know what your favourite Christian festival is. He said, you have to love Easter, baby. But as we get to the end of the show, do you know what my overwhelming feeling is? Do you know what one word comes to mind, madam? Do you know what it is? No? I'll tell you. It's gratitude. You guys, thank you for sharing your stories with me. Every single one of them was repeatable. I said, you guys, it's almost impossible to rhyme things with Birmingham. I like all your hairdos. I wish I was perming them. Birmingham rhymes with Birmingham. I said, you guys, the memories of your tales, they will never fade. And did you know I'm related to a member of Slade? You've been inspired, I've been inspired, we've all been inspired. Good night, Birmingham! The Tim Vine Chat Show is produced by Richard Morris and is a BBC Studios production.
All the guests on the Tim Show are plucked from the audience on the night of recording. The first time Tim meets them is when they walk up on stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Tim Vine Chat Show, coming to you from the Borough Theatre, here in the beautiful Welsh town of Abergavenny. Now, please welcome your host, Tim Vine! Hello, Abergavenny! Oh, do you know, I used to live with a rugby ball. I kicked her out. I said, stay in touch. Yes, welcome to the Tim Vine Chat Show, the show where you, the audience, are the stars of a show, which can only mean one thing. What we need is a miracle. What we need is a miracle. And I believe in miracles, don't you? Yeah. You look like someone who likes to laugh, doesn't he? So let's grab this one chance. And if this miracle comes true... What a voice that woman's got! Give her a round of applause. There she is. I knew you'd be able to sing here in Wales. What a day I've had, ladies and gentlemen. I mended a violin, I restrung a violin, and I polished a violin. Yes, just fiddly jobs, really. You see, last night I went to a fancy dress party dressed as sodium chloride, and this bloke threw sulphuric acid on my head. It was terrible. I didn't know how to react. So I ate this chess set. It was horrible. I took it back to the shop. I said, that's stalemate. He said, are you sure? I said, checkmate. But I'd like to start, seeing as we're out west, I'd like to start with some cowboy jokes. I've got 7 and they're magnificent. That applause is not catching on. Thank you. This cowboy hat is not my real cowboy hat. He's my stepson. And you're probably wondering why I've got metal stars attached to the back of my feet. Spur of the moment. Come on. bloke said to me, he said, how come there's a Native American Indian lying in your flower bed? I said, that's my cabbage Apache. Well, there's loads of this. And do you know, I said to this bloke, I said, have you seen any cowboy films lately? He said, no. He said, it's all quiet on the Western Front. We can edit that one out. I've got a sponge front door. Hey, don't knock it. Abergavenny, ladies and gentlemen. We've looked out the window when we arrived and walked down the streets. Everywhere you look is natural beauty. All right, mate? But as we bring on the guests, we need music. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a house band. Let's hear it for tonight's house band. Double Yellow Line. Here they are. Let's hear it for them. Fantastic. Double Yellow Line. After this, they're going back on the road. We can't bring on any guests until we have catchphrases. Yes, there are catchphrases for you, the audience, to learn. The first catchphrase goes like this. I say, what's been killed? And you say, the atmosphere. Let's just try that one. What's been killed? The atmosphere. And the next catchphrase is, I say to you there, I say, do you read romantic books when you're on holiday?
Yes.
You read romantic books when you're on holiday. I read romantic books when I'm on holiday. We all read romantic books when we're on holiday. That's it, you join in with the third bit. That's exactly right. And the next catchphrase is I say, I like what you're doing, and then we all go together, but it's a bit too visual for radio. Let's try that now. I like what you're doing, but it's a bit too visual for radio. Are you ready for the first guest? Yes! You're ready for the first guest. I'm ready for the first guest. We're all ready for the first guest. What an exciting prospect this first person is. He's a civil servant. Woo! And he's a local. He's from Abergavenny. Let's hear it for Chris Breakwell. Let's hear it for Chris. That was quite a trip, wasn't it, there? That was...
I didn't think I'd be first.
Oh, right, you had an order in mind, did you?
I did. I was thinking about fifth.
About fifth?
Yeah.
Right, well, I can send you back to your seat, but it might take all night. Listen, you're a civil servant, and I, for the life of me, don't know what that is. What is a civil servant?
Ooh.
You don't know either, do you?
No.
You must have some idea. You look like a man who's done some things.
Well, I have about 3 emails a day.
Show off. What do these emails say, Chris?
Oh. Normally somebody wants something.
So they don't give you any more information than that?
No. I tend to try and avoid them.
Right. Don't look at your computer. That would probably do it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So give me an example, though, because perhaps that's a good point, actually, you've made there, Chris. If we could know what kind of email you were getting, we'd know what the job of a civil servant was. So tell us an example of an email you got today.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Yes. No, I prefer that,
I work for the Ministry of Defence.
Right.
And I'm not really allowed to tell you the things I do.
Chris, that is absolutely pointless to me. I mean, you've told us you work for the Ministry of Defence, so you've blown that cover right away. You might as well carry on from there. I mean...
I look after buildings.
Do you?
I do.
Right. But they don't tend to move around buildings.
No, but they tend to fall down, so I look after them.
But there's something happened to you, didn't it, involving a river?
It did.
Yes. Tell us what happened involving a river.
We decided to go for a walk one day along the river.
Lovely.
Probably about 4 miles.
Right, okay, yeah. Left leg, right leg, left leg, right leg?
All of those.
Just traditional. You didn't skip at all at any stage?
We may have.
All right.
I don't really recall. Of course, it was North Wales in October time.
Of course it was. Where else would it be?
There had been a lot of rain.
There'd been a lot of rain.
And the river was a bit of a raging torrent.
Crikey.
Indeed. Can you picture it?
Hang on. Yes.
Good. And we came across this large rock in the middle of the river.
Right.
So I said to my wife, do you know, I think I'll go out there and you can take a photograph of me on that rock.
Right.
Normally she would say, don't be so stupid.
Yeah, but she thought, there's a chance here to get rid of him.
But she did. So I managed to get out to this rock. Right. Great photograph was taken.
Right. Who
so,
by?
By my wife.
All right, just checking. You might have accidentally taken the camera with you and taken one of her.
No. So I then decided to come back, obviously.
Yes.
Fell in the river.
Oh, my goodness.
Raging torrent.
Were you holding a rock or...?
Well, it took me down a little bit, and then I managed to clamber to the side.
Yeah.
Got out of the river.
Right.
Obviously, very wet,
yeah.
cold.
Yeah.
So my wife said to me, you'll have to take your clothes off.
Right. Was she laughing while she was saying
She
all
was.
this?
So I took my clothes off, and I was stood there.
If you don't mind, I won't picture that.
No. So I was stood there, obviously stark naked, and I said, what are we going to do now? So she decided... So she decided to take her clothes off and gave me her knickers.
Gave you her knickers?
Indeed.
But she wasn't covered in water. She wasn't wet or anything, was she?
Well, no, they were dry.
Oh, so she gave you the pants but kept the trousers
Indeed,
on herself?
Indeed.
That's a clever trick if you can do it.
I know. Which is why I said you got undressed.
Yes.
So she gave me her knickers and her jumper.
Right.
And then, obviously, we had to walk back to where we left the car. Now, when we were walking out to this rock where I fell in,
yes,
we didn't come across any person at all.
Yeah.
When we were walking back, everybody in North Wales was walking along that riverbank.
What a brilliant story. Thank you, Chris. Now, listen. Do you want to play a game?
Yes.
You look like a man who knows his DIY. Do you do a bit of DIY?
No.
You don't? Well, nonetheless, I'm going to play you the sound of tools, and you must tell me which tool it is. Let's play D-I what? D-I what? Play the first tool. What do you think that is, Chris?
Hammer?
It's actually a hacksaw. I just banged the table with it. Play the next tool.
Hacksaw?
I can see why you would guess that. But that's a Phillips screwdriver. I just banged the table with it. The final tool, please. What do you think, audience?
Hammer.
A hammer?
Yeah.
You haven't got the hang of this, have you?
No.
That was a trowel. He did well, though. Give him a round of applause. Let's hear it for Chris. Let's celebrate the first guest with some music. Hit the music, please. Diverted traffic, I don't recognise this road. Diverted traffic, I'm not sure where we are. Follow the yellow signs and you'll end up where you were heading in the first place. I had one of those bypass operations today. Had my tonsils out on the A34. Are you ready for the next guest? What a thrill to have this person with us. Make them welcome as they come up onto the stage here in Abergavenny. Let's hear it for calibration technician Martin Sharma. Let's hear it for Martin! Martin Sharma, you're a calibration technician.
That's correct.
And I bet you have a lot of good times doing that?
Ah, it's wonderful.
Yeah. Calibrate good times, come on! What is a calibration technician?
The calibration I do is we make units that measure the impurities in hydraulic fluid.
Wonderful.
So, hydraulic fluid goes in, we check if there's any impurities in it,
And where's the hydraulic fluid going to? What's it?
Well, it's going in the one end and then it comes out the other.
All right. You were once on board a British warship.
I was.
Tell us what happened.
June 1984.
Oh, right.
So we'd been on a flag-flying trip up to London.
Right.
And we docked alongside HMS Belfast.
HMS Belfast, yes.
You know, the World War II cruiser.
Yes,
that's
yeah,
up
it
there.
doesn't move, does it? That
No,
was
it
just there
doesn't.
the
No,
whole
it
time.
just stays there now.
Yeah, yeah.
And on the Wednesday, we're leaving London, and we were going to move away from HMS Belfast.
Yes.
The skipper decided he was going to be the skipper of the first British warship to leave London without the use of tugs.
So he
did
proposed
this.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
to get out of London, we had to do a three-point turn in the middle of the Thames.
Gosh.
And as we went broadside onto London Bridge,
Yes.
there was a 17-knot upstream current.
Right.
That took us straight upstream and straight into the London Bridge.
Into the town.
London Bridge.
London
We just
Bridge.
crashed into London Bridge.
You crashed into London Bridge?
We did. Yeah. It wasn't pleasant. No.
And it was obviously a major, major incident because we
all heard about it. Yeah.
What was the name of the warship you were on?
It was HMS Jupiter.
HMS Jupiter.
That was out of this world. That was.
Yeah. Come on. It was a good joke, and he took a long time to plan it. You're a calibrating technician who was on board a warship. I'm a calibrating technician who was on board a warship. We're all a calibrating technician who was on board a warship. Let's hear it for Martin Schumer! Thank you, Martin. Because we're in Abergavenny, surrounded by beautiful hills, of course, our minds drift to Switzerland. And yodeling. I'd like to sing a yodeling song for you now. Thank you. Hit the music, please. Nanny, nanny, Switzerland, she always say to me, you never seem to lend a hand, you are far too, you're lazy, you're lazy, you're little lazy, you're lazy, you're lazy, you never yodel the table, you never yodel the table, you're late in Orient. Nanny, nanny, Switzerland, she always say to me, you play your music far too long, all I ever hear is, you're Lady Gaga, you're Lady Gaga, you're Lady Gaga, you never yodel the table, What a yodel rubbish. Are you ready for the next guest? Yes! Ladies and gentlemen, what a thrill to have this person with us. We're so delighted they're here. He's from Pontypool. He's a semi-retired aerial erector. So I'm sure you'll give him a good reception. Let's hear it for Richard Allen King! How are you, Richard?
I'm fine, thank you.
Great, it's wonderful. You can uncross your arms if you start relaxing.
Matching.
It is matching, you're right, yeah. I like what you're doing, but it's a bit too visual for radio. For the people at home, he's wearing a same coloured jacket as the microphone. So it was a great observation, but for a different medium. Richard, you're a semi-retired aerial erector. So where did you erect these aerials? Where did they go? What did you do with them?
I started in 1963.
Well, we could do it like that if you like.
Yeah. Well,
yes.
No, it's because my father said, do I want a job where people would look up to me?
Very good. So you're often on roofs, is what you're saying?
That's correct.
Right, that's quite dangerous, isn't it?
If you fall, yeah.
And what particular type of aerials did you put on people's houses? What particular ones?
VHF, UHF, and now we go to satellite.
I was just getting consonants then. VHF, VHF.
VHF, very high frequency. UHF,
Very high frequency. Oh,
yeah.
VHF, I didn't know what that meant. VHF. You're talking in lingo that we should... Look at that, that's great, isn't it? VHF, very high frequency. Write that down, sir. First of all, wake him up, would you? Then write it down. VHF. What was the other one you said?
UHF, ultra high frequency.
Ultra high, it's even higher. Very high frequency. VHF, very high frequency. UHF, ultra high frequency. I think we got ourselves 2 new catchphrases. And what about if something's a very low frequency? Is that VLF?
It is actually.
But you're from Pontypool. What's Pontypool like? Is it as lovely as Abergavenny? Because it's beautiful here.
No.
Describe it to me, though. Is it hilly like this lovely sort of valley thing?
Yeah, it's very much like this, and it's hilly.
Is what, sorry?
It's hilly.
It's hilly?
Yeah, mountainous.
No, I know that...
Only smaller.
I misheard you. It's not that I didn't know what the word hilly meant. Now, it says here, Richard, that you had an experience with a ghost in an attic. Tell us about that.
Well, as I said, I do aerials. We went to a hotel,
yes,
and we were working on this hotel, trying to find out... It's only about 12 rooms. Yes. Trying to find out what was wrong. So, yes. But unfortunately, the signal changed every 6 months. So when I go back, this young girl said to me, I said, didn't you find it haunted, this old place? She said, yes. She said, sometimes, she said, if it's very quiet, I can hear voices. Oh, nothing.
But she's in a hotel.
She's in the hotel. She's
in a hotel and she can hear voices.
No, late at night.
Late at night, yes. Yeah. People talking.
So anyhow.
People talking with the lights out. Can you imagine such a thing?
So anyhow.
Yes.
She shows me the attic. I get in the attic, and as I go through the attic,
yes,
see this light blue light coming from behind me, and I could hear voices. Right. And I turned round,
yes,
and there was the television I tested with 6 months ago in the attic, still on, and that's what they could hear. I knew I'd left it out somewhere, but I couldn't think where.
I don't know what it is about this town, but I've enjoyed all the stories while at the same time not understanding any of them. Let's hear it for Richard! Wonderful. Richard, there he is! Hit the music, please. The Conservatives, the Labour Party, the Liberal Democrats. Bit of political sitar there. We are ready now for the last guest. A teacher. A teacher called Diane Ebo. Let's hear it for her! At last we have someone sensible with us, a teacher. I couldn't quite read where it says you're from. Where does that say you're from?
Oh, Cillian in Newport. Well, I'm from West Wales originally, but I live in Cillian now.
What a lovely voice you've got. I'm going to close my eyes. Just say Cadbury's Caramel. Just say that.
Pardon? Cadbury's Caramel.
Do you ever do voiceovers at all? Because you've got the voice for it.
Only for my son, when I'm reading stories.
When you're reading stories?
Oh, you've got to do the voices when you're reading stories.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
What a voice, honestly. You make it sound like I'm coming out of a biscuit tin. And you're a Welsh speaker, aren't you?
I am indeed.
Do you know, I'd love to learn a bit of Welsh.
Oh, there you go.
Could you teach me some Welsh?
I could indeed.
Maybe you could teach me one of my jokes in Welsh and we'll see whether or not it works.
You never know.
Well, cheers. But of course, I suppose wordplay is kind of wordplay because it's within a language. So, I mean, for example, if I say Velcro, what a rip-off. See, that's playing on the fact that rip-off has two meanings.
Yes.
But if we translate that into Welsh, it presumably won't work because it won't. So we've got to find one that could translate. But what about this? Okay, I looked up the end of my garden today, saw something extraordinary. I thought I saw a toucan in my garden. That's quite rare, isn't it? Then I got a bit closer, I realised it wasn't a toucan, it was a magpie eating a banana. So, how do you say that in Welsh? If you say the first bit, and you say a bit, and I'll repeat it after you. Okay.
O'n i'n yr ardd a weles I aderyn ar y gwylod. A twgan.
No, don't do all of it at once. Just... How much was that? How much of it was that?
About half of it.
Was it? Blimey, you get through my acts a lot quicker in Welsh. We could have finished by now if I did this show in Welsh.
Weles I...
Weles I...
Twgan.
Weles... Hang on, that's well I see a toucan. That's English in a Welsh accent. It's easier than I thought, this Welsh thing. One more time, then. Let's see.
Twgan.
Toucan.
Ar waelod yr ardd.
Ar waelod y braf.
Ond nid twgan oedd e.
O, nid toucan oedd e?
Nag e.
Nari.
Piodyn oedd e'n bwyta banana.
Piodyn oedd e?
Yn bwyta banana.
I bwyta e banana? But now listen, Diane, I think we should play Guess the Platform. Guess the platform, 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 guess the platform. We are going to play you announcements from train stations, and you have to say what platform you think the train is leaving from. Oh. Listen carefully, audience, you play this as well at home and in the room. Play the first announcement.
The A46 to Western Supermare will be leaving from platform 2.
Western Supermare?
Yes, I want the name of the platform.
24.
Which one?
24.
24 is wrong, it was 4. Western Supermare 4.
Sorry.
Yeah, but you heard the 4.
Yeah.
But you just put in a 20. Okay. Play the next announcement.
The 715 to Victoria will be leaving from platform 5.
5. Yeah.
5 is right!
Yay!
Let's hear it for Diane! What a night it's been! I don't think I'm going to be doing this job for much longer. What concerns me is that one day I'll wind up an old man and he'll attack me. But as we come up to the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen, there's one word that comes to mind. Do you know what that word is, sir? Gratitude. You guys, thank you for sharing your stories with me. Every single one of them was thrilling. I said, you guys, come to Abergavenny. I hope nothing stops you. Not only that, it's convenient for Shropshire. And a stone's throw from Hereford. I said, you guys, this is the verse where I always ad-lib. La 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 la, la 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 la. You've been inspired, I've been inspired, we've all been inspired. Good night, Abergavenny! The Tim Vine Chat Show is produced by Richard Morris and is a BBC Studios production.